The available steel in Canada may take different forms. The first one may be identified by the depth and the mass. The second type may be identified based on the length and the thickness of the member, as you see. So let's start with the first one. Yeah. So for steel products that's identified by the width, depth, and thickness, you see these shapes at the bottom. The first one is called Welded Wide Flange Shapes. WWF here means welded wide flange. Which is the first one? It is made of 3 plates welded together in the steel mill. Okay? So when we say WWF 900, 900 means the depth. 169 means it is the mass kilogram per meter. Okay? From it we can get the weight in way later on. WWF shape can be of depth 2000 or 1800 or 1600, 1400, 1200, and so on. So you have about 6 pages here, as you see, of sections here to consider. I will talk later on about these parameters and also the dimensions here, like the depth D, the width B, the thickness W, the thickness T. All of them are given here. I will talk about it after a few minutes. But the good thing here is that that shape has a depth starting from, like for example, WWF 2000 by 732 or by 642 or by and so on. So the depth is 2000. Then it went down to 1100. Then it went down to 600. So it went down to 350. So the smallest size is 350 millimeter depth, and the greatest one is 2 meter. The second one is W-shaped section, which is this one. It's an I-shaped section. When we say W610, 610 means the depth, and 113 means kilogram per meter. If you open page 6-36 in the book, you'll see similar shapes here of that. You'll see here in the book. Yeah, we start here W1100 by 499 or W1100 by 433 and so on. So you have all of them here starting from 1100. Here you have W690. Here you have W610. Here you have W460. Here you have W360. Here and so on. The smallest size is W100. So the depth of the beam here, that depth here, can be from 100 to 1000 millimeter. So you have varieties to select from. Other than W shape, we have a standard shape like this. We call it Miscellaneous M shape. 200 is the depth, 907 is a kilogram per meter. Here is the mass. This is starting from page 656. Then the standard shape, it is the same, but we call it the standard shape here. Then you have the channel C, or they call it here MEC channel. So we have different types. The 230 is the depth of the beam, and mass is 30 kilogram per meter. I give you the page numbers here. After this one, you see here the M shape. You see here the other shape, or the standard shape here, S shape. Here you see after that the channel. Here they call it C shape, and before that I think it is MEC shape. MEC shape here. Okay. Then after that we have the structure T. Like this T here is cut from that W shape. So you cut it at the middle here. After they cast it, they cut it. So you call it WT, so and so. So again, in page 6-80, you will have different sizes. 155 is the depth, and 43 is the kilogram per meter as a mass. You may have back-to-back channel like this, or face-to-face channel. You see them in these 2 pages here. You may have a channel on top of I-beam. So what we see in each one of them, we just give you the section characteristics. About X-axis, here for example, about X-axis, which is this one, what is the moment of inertia about X-axis? Elastic section modulus, radius of gyration, and so on. And other parameters are going to mention. And in the facing page, Here you have the depth D, B, T, and so on. D, B, T, W. So you have the dimension as you see. Other form of presentation of sections is by the length, depth, and thickness. So you may have angle that is of equal length. So 102 is that length, 102 millimeter is that length, and 9.5 is the thickness. So it is identified by its dimension. In page 6-68, you see different shapes. It can be on equal angle, so one leg is greater than the other, as you see. It can be back-to-back angle, as you see. We have also hollow structure shape. That hollow structure shape can be rectangle, square, or circle. So if it is rectangle, that total depth is 152 millimeter, for example. The total width is 102, and the thickness of the plate is 9.5. If it is a circle, the outer diameter is, for example, 141 millimeter, and the thickness of the wall is 9.5. Here we have two types of hollow structure shape. If you take the first letter of each one, it will be HSS. HSS. This product is produced in Canada, so they call it grade 40.20 or 40.21. But if it is produced in US, they call it ASTM A500. So we have tables for each, based on what is given to you in the exam. So you can just familiarize yourself with that. Okay. Regarding available thicknesses of steel plates, they are available in the market in inches, like 1/8, 3/4, 3/8, 5/16, and so on. We multiply by 25.4 to have it in millimeters, and we use these numbers in my calculations when we design outside in a project.